Welcome back. This time, No U-Turn takes you to Bhigwan. If you like nature, photography, and bird watching, all in one place, this is the place to go. Now, Bhigwan is situated about 100 kilometers from Pune on the Pune-Solapur expressway, but you actually have to go to a place called Kumbhargaon, just ahead of Bhigwan. Google Maps helps you all along. At Kumbhargaon, look for a place called Kranti Flamingo Point. Lots of activities to do here. And yes, do not forget to subscribe to our channel for regular updates on fresh videos. We've always preferred an overnight stay at Bhigwan, and that's why we've already reached here by evening. We've done sunset boat rides and lots of other activities, but this time we're just wandering around and enjoying the sweet sound of nature. Wow, this is something that we don't get to see often. It's a snake skin. Now, snakes grow a new skin and they shed their old one, and this is what's left. Now, just look at this. It's so intact. The eyes, the mouth, the place where the fangs are, it's all there. And this is so normal in the rurals. It's about 2 meters long though. I don't want to meet the snake who left this behind. But we just leave it there and we just enjoy the rural setup. Here's the farmers who are winding down their day and heading home. Tonight we are staying at Kranti Flamingo Point, and more on that later. Again, you don't need any special vehicles or four-wheel drives to reach here. Just about any car and bike can get you here. After a sumptuous meal around the campfire, we head out for the night safari. Now, this is a guided trek and it's very safe. Make sure you carry your flashlights. Now, there's my first time seeing a live chameleon. We also saw a wild cat, wild boar, and this tiny little hawk-like nightjar that can catch insects while in flight. The following morning, we are up early. We are headed for a sunrise boat tour, followed by a guided bird-watching tour. Rural mornings have their own charm. You have the roosters crowing and this entire place actually comes to life. So we packed our gear, our cameras, and we are headed to the boats. Remember to carry a warm jacket because morning boat rides can get quite chilly. After a short trek through the fields, we arrive at the lakeshore point where our journey begins today. Interesting fact, only at Bhigwan will you see all boats with this red horse right at the front. And here comes our ride. Our boatman and guide for the day will be Sandeep. Sandeep is a veteran and knows this place like the back of his hand. We've known him for many years now. After our meet and greet, we set sail. Now, this place is actually the backwaters of the Ujani Dam that is fed by the Bhima River, and when the Bhima River actually overflows, it fills these flat wetlands. When these waters recede in the dry season, the wetlands and the shallow waters reveal a wealth of crustaceans and other foods that birds just love. No wonders more than 300 species of birds are seen here all around the year. At Bhigwan, viewing the sunrise in a boat and whilst on water is a magical experience. Just look at these shots. Another fun activity is feeding these gulls. Intuitively, they know that you're going to do that, so carry some bread or biscuits, and while you're at it, you might get some amazing shots like this one. And further down, this is what Bhigwan is actually famous for, which is the flamingos. These magnificent, elegant, and graceful birds are actually migratory. Flamingos are known to fly in from Siberia, and after a pit stop here at Bhigwan, they are known to head to the run of Kutch. It's actually a joy to watch these magnificent and elegant birds. They're very sensitive to human proximity, so we maintain a safe distance. The young ones are the ones without the color, and once they learn to fly, they accompany the adults on their long voyage. It is also said that the best time to get some great shots is in the mornings. Moving on, there's so much more to see at Bhigwan. Your guide will take you around and will show you so many species of birds, tell you their names, tell you where they came from and what they do. It is fascinating to see how many varieties of birds that can exist and that too right in front of you. And mornings is when they are most active. So if you actually want to get some super shots of these birds, morning boat rides are your best option. At Bhigwan, you have these shallow wetlands surrounded by flat, marshy and woody areas, and very less human density and a rural setup. All this makes it most suitable for birds and wildlife to thrive. And for all you fish eaters out there, the famous tilapia fish comes from these waters. And here's the daytime view of Kranti Flamingo Point Hoomestays. This place is MTDC approved. It is very safe for kids, families and elders. We'll take you up in a bit to show you the rooms, but all the times this place is airy with beautiful fresh winds blowing. Now, take a look at the room. It's simple with attached toilet and non-AC. Right there are the tents for the tent stays, and all around are these pristine rural setups that you can actually walk and enjoy all day long. You can also come here in larger groups, and there's plenty of parking for everyone. And just look around you. These scenes are mesmerizing.
And this, my friends, is Datta Nagare. This is the guy who's truly following his heart. So he's the guy who's actually started and championed the whole cause of nature and flamingo watching in this whole tiny town of Kumbhargaon, which is just around Bhigwan. Now Datta is actually tied up with MTDC. He's got an amazing place, and I just showed you that. And he's the one who's actually the one who's conserving environment, promoting environment, and he's got an amazing place. I've got his number right at the end of the video. So if there's anything that you guys need to know about flamingos, about bird watching, about any kind of nature trails nearby, this is the guy that you need to come to.
हा नमस्कार, मी दत्ता नगरे. गेले 17-18 वर्ष झालं इथं आमच्या या गावामध्ये पर्यटन व्यवसाय चालू आहे. त्याच्यामध्ये आम्ही आता सध्या पर्यटनासाठी लहान मुलांना पाण्यात जाण्यासाठी लाईफ जॅकेट वगैरे देत आहोत. आणि आमच्याकडे 17-18 गाईडची एक टीम आहे. तर ते आम्ही सगळे मिळून हे पक्ष्यांचं कंजर्वेशनचं काम करत असतो. आणि या ठिकाणी परदेशाहून 182 प्रकारचे पक्षी आमच्याकडे येत असतात, आणि इथले टोटल मिळून 300 प्रकारचे पक्षी आमच्या इथं आहेत. आणि या ठिकाणी आम्ही क्रांती फ्लेमिंगो पॉईंटच्या माध्यमातून इथं लोकांना राहण्याची सुविधा केलेल्या आहेत, आणि टेंट वगैरे पण आम्ही त्या ठिकाणी प्रोव्हाइड करत असतो. संध्याकाळी नाईट ट्रेल आणि चिंकारा फॉरेस्ट ट्रेल हे सुद्धा आम्ही या ठिकाणी लोकांना देत असतो.
We've come here so many times, and many a times we get our friends along. And each and every trip has been a memorable experience. And it's not just the birds. The entire place has a combination of nature in its different avatars of flatlands, water bodies, woody areas, mountains. It is just so peaceful. And for us, it helps reset our busy minds and our urban lifestyles. Well, that doesn't cover everything yet. We haven't covered the food part yet. And yes, at Kranti Flamingo Point, there is an amazing menu, delicious rural style recipes available in vegetarian and non-vegetarian dishes. We've also covered an amazing place that you must visit if you're into street food, and that's covered towards the end of this video. But right now, we leave you with some amazing photographs over times that we've clicked at Bhigwan. We travel a lot to nature havens and wildlife sanctuaries, and we always advocate one thing through our videos. Please do not litter. Please carry your trash back with you and dispose it in a manner which is safe and which does not hurt or harm the wildlife. Again, for any wildlife or nature trail experience, it is advisable that you dress in a manner that you are covered up, you wear proper footwear, and you carry your bug spray and anti-allergy medicines with you all the time. And don't forget your cameras or binoculars, because you're guaranteed some great shots. Alright, we told you about this earlier and here it is. Gurudatwada. Yes, this is right on the Pune-Solapur highway at Chaufule Naka, and it makes the best vada paos that I've ever eaten. And not to mention, it also has Reshma's favorite, that is the bhel, really good, and the Puneri misal, which is a spicy concoction. You got to have it. If you're a street foodie like us, you cannot miss this. Remember, Chaufule Naka, Gurudatwada. Don't settle for any of the lookalikes. Go straight to this guy only. Alright, so that brings us to the end of this video. We hope you loved it, and we're looking forward to bring you lots and lots more content of a similar nature. This is Know Your Turn, our channel that brings to you our travels and adventures. Remember, subscribe and get all those regular updates on new releases each and every time. Also keep those comments and messages flowing in. We love responding to your queries and your comments. Take care and see you in the next video.